Great shot. Great shot to set up the next bowler.
Cassandra LACOUR bowling second. It's termed the Scout. Not sure why. You have any idea?
Actually, I don't know. When I bowled in college way back in the day, we didn't really have names for the frames and all that. It was, you know, foundation frame was your 9th frame.
And that's it, huh?
10th, that was it.
And A&M cannot match that strike. Stephanie PANFILL leaves some work to be done.
She made a good shot on her first shot in this game. Obviously missed a little right of target, changes balls to shoot the spare.
Back-to-back open frames for A&M. And they are sitting on 102, and a look of concern from Jeff McCorvey. DENEESHA Foster now, the senior, graduated in December. That never quite hooked, did it? But she's still able to get 8 down.
Leaves a slightly easy spare.
I mean, they're fired up for an 8.
Oh, yeah. Well, anything that you leave that you see is possibly spareable is a positive in the right direction.
I like that positive outlook, Carolyn. It's nice. I'm not sure how many of the songs Karen Kuvion is coming up for the team chants there. And a nice pickup. So it's been spare, strike, spare in frame 6, 7, 8 for Southern as they had been trailing for a majority of this match. Still are in a bit of a hole, but making up some big ground now. A&M, boom, again, right through the nose, but that'll drop. All 10.
Not a great shot, but the outcome is exactly what they need at this point in the game.
NIKKI McClinton, the sophomore.
She says, thank you.
Cassandra Shivers stepping up. Again, spare, strike, spare, and now here in the foundation frame, the 9th. Shivers rolling setup. Good follow through and good strike.
Great shot by Cassandra. She moved a little bit left, finally got the ball just to the right where it needed to be between that second, third arrow, and here we go. That's what she's looking for.
As you take a look at the scoring, A&M, their attempt here in the 9th frame. This will be Alex McIntyre, the senior from Wisconsin.
This is one of the crucial frames of the game, the setup frame.
Give me 10. Both schools strike in the 9th.
Big shot there to get the team back in the hunt. That's the way you like it. High flush right in the pocket.
Again, A&M leading 2-1 in this first to 4. So this is a crucial game for Southern to try and even things up at 2s. And here is your anchor, VANESSA CALDWELL. Well, Brooklyn strike. So back-to-back jacks for the Jaguars.
I don't think it matters at this point how they go down. They just want all 10, especially when the game is so close.
And Jeff McCorvey giving some words of encouragement to his anchor, Whitney Smith, who's waiting in the wings. 2 more tosses, though, now for Caldwell in the 10th. Caldwell gets 8, so there's still some life for A&M.
Mr. Target again, a little bit left, a little bit softer with the ball speed. Leaves an 8 count. Very important that you make the spare.
And Caldwell picks up the spare, and that'll give Southern a 176. So now the pressure on A&M's anchor, the senior, Whitney Smith.
Big shot here, taking a little bit more time.
Has to get a strike. And leaves the 10.
Really great shot. She did what she was supposed to do. She got up there, she was very aggressive, just left the ring 10.
And sometimes that happens. So Southern is going to take game 4 and even up this series at 2s as Smith will roll out. A lot of bowling left, so you got to get in your throws while you can as you continue to read the lanes and see how things are changing for and against you.
And with her making that spare, that gives her another shot on this lane to see if maybe she could try something different to get that 10 pin out of there. So it's really important to use every available frame.
And that's what we're talking about. 4th strike of the game for A&M. Too little, too late. They fall 176-171. Game 5 when we return. Back at the Holiday Fun Bowling Center just outside of Birmingham, Alabama, as we continue ESPN News coverage of the SWAC Women's Bowling Tournament Championship. And Southern has just tied up this best-of-7 title series 2-2 with a 176-170 win over Alabama-A&M. And up step the Lady Bulldogs and their lucky mascot getting a little cool breeze right there on ball return.
They're bringing in some extra help.
Hey, whatever it takes. Here's Tiffany Clark, the sophomore, political science major, leaves the 10.
Playing a little bit straight up the lane around the track area. Ball still hooking to the Brooklyn side. Still needs to move a little bit left, but she changes balls to shoot the 10 pin.
She picks up the spare. We see the ball change all the time. For those who may be novices with the sport, how does that affect the way you're throwing?
I'm a very big proponent of using a spare ball. It's a plastic ball. It takes the lane out of play. It doesn't hook. So you can basically line up the same way to shoot your spares, and it doesn't matter what the lanes are doing. You can play straight at your spares. That's what I like about it.
The weight-wise, is it pretty much the same as your normal ball?
Absolutely.
There's KAYLEE Walthorn. Frame 1 of game 5 for Southern. Trying to pick up the baby split, the 2-7. Usually see this more with lefties. Takes care of it. That's a nice little pickup.
It's a very good spare. Not the conventional way. Usually try to get your spare ball in between the 2 pins. But hey, at this point, you take it any way you can get it.
Stephanie PANFILL, junior accounting major. And the lone lefty.
Seems like she moved a little bit further left on the lane, but her ball speed's just a little bit slow, ball going through the nose. One thing I do see with these girls on the team, their fundamentals are really good. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of nerves going into all of this, you know, your team championships on the line, but their fundamentals, they've had some really good coaching to get them to this point.
Going for the 2-4-7 pickup. Kicks them all out. Jeff McCorvey liking that pickup.
Makes it from the outside, almost like we just saw the baby split being made.
Cassandra LACOUR, the junior, rolling second, the scout position. Drop and give me all 10. A little bit of a baby Brooklyn there. Not a hardcore Brooklyn, but a little.
Nope. Wait, just a little bit high. She missed left of target. Ball hooks to just the right spot of the head pin. Carries them all.
Here comes Nikki McClinton and her jewelry ensemble. Yeah, you got it, Nikki. I mean, she